June 2020, the deadliest disease on the face of the planet, capable of taking us all out, is back for round 2. I'm going to give you in this video the symptoms, whether it's dormant or active in you. You will 100% beyond the doubt know if you have this deadly round 2 disease. Are you ready? Let's go. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through the fears, live an awesome life. Do you guys sort of forget that? I say it so many times, break through the fears. When you watch the video, that's the purpose of the entire channel. Do you have symptoms of this round 2 deadly disease? Do you have dormant symptoms? Now, we know that a certain major city in China has now shut down. Florida is going gangbusters. It's showing up in New Zealand, but I'm not talking about that health issue that we have right now. I'm talking about the biggest dis-ease, destructive thing on the face of the earth that can take us down quicker than any illness. Are you participating in it? Do you want to know what the symptoms are? You don't recognize that your reality is just yours. You argue it with other people. You're watching the craziness out there. You're watching the arguments and the controversy. You're addicted to it. You're still watching the news, and you're not realizing that there's a whole percentage of lower density beings taking advantage of the controversy on this planet in all areas, whether it's our health or our racism issues, or really it's just all separation. It's rampant throughout the planet. It's not a US problem, it's a global problem. Are you on your soapbox preaching how things are, and you're not black, you wouldn't know, and you're not white, and you don't know how I feel, and all cops are bad, and all... Are you getting sucked in? You are falling for it. You're falling for it. What would you do if you were a purposefully dense being that wanted to take down people that are seeking awakening? I would suck them in to every argument I could. Now, I had a video, and I'll give you the dormant symptoms of this disease. I spoke about this gentleman here who got shot by an officer, and my whole point was, one officer fired a shot. We as a collective have given them power to do certain things. Of course, what he did, we very much have authorized this behavior up to a certain point. My whole point was, that's not all police or all white people. When somebody does something wrong, that's not all black people, or not everybody's corrupt, and that this clash now is continuing to place people in categories. We must stop this. But now, this is being used to create arguments. That is just a platform for people who want attention. There is no good that comes from that. And then we have every side people taking. That is the illness, the disease of this planet. And everything that's happening out there that could be really good, bringing things to our attention, is now being used and fueled by lower densities to create more negative controversy. Are you doing it? I hear you guys on my channel. This is how things are, and you're this, and here's the problem. And I think, are you listening to yourself? Now, somebody actually said to me, do you believe that drunk driving should be illegal? And I said, I'm not here to answer those questions. My cousin got killed by a drunk driver. She was a teacher, and she was well loved. They shut the whole school system down for her funeral. I know the consequences of that. Now, I just want to ask you something. That video, if you saw it, had nothing to do with the legal system. It had to do with us taking responsibility for the power we give to other people and our own actions. And everything's an individual event and choice. No matter what goes on out there, everything's an individual choice. That's the beauty of awakening. You can pull out of the densest planet, the densest situation, and go to a euphoric state and do really good. Still experience the human, pain, but go into a completely different reality. That was the whole purpose. But this person, she wanted, I'll see if you answer this. Do you think it should be legal? I said, I think I answered that question. That's not what the video is. I'm not going to get off into these discussions. Just answer the question. I said, I'm not going to answer the question because I think it's pretty clear what I think. But the bottom line is, what does it matter what I think? Do you need me to agree with you? Do you need me to say certain obvious things so that you can say, I'm okay? You know what she said? I'm unsubscribing now. There we go. We don't hear ourselves. Now, I would be this great person if I said, yes, of course drunk driving should be illegal. Of course it should. I mean, it's ridiculous to even ask that question, right? No, I think people should get in their cars and go plowing down, I-75 blasted out of their brains. None of my videos are about that. I don't want to get into that. And I don't want my channel to be about debates because you guys are turning on each other. The whole vegan conversation got so out of control. We're turning on each other because you don't want what I want. You don't believe what I want. We don't hear ourselves. This is the second round of the most dangerous illness on this planet. And that is the ego. Arguing, separating, having to be right. Everything that you do and you believe comes 100% from your experiences, the choices you make, and your programming. Because if you were a wolf child out there, I guarantee you wouldn't even know the first thing about politics or how the universe works or anything. There would be no discussions, right? So here's what's going on right now. And if you are involved in this, you have absolutely active symptoms and you are part of the old earth, dense earth that's going down. It's going down now too. It's been going down. And you have a choice, and whatever you're doing right now either places you in peace and harmony, what would you choose? Awakened beings don't have to argue anything. By the way, I was out running. It's hot here, in case you're wondering. Yeah, so you're allowed to have your opinion. Now here's the dormant symptoms. You're still watching the news, you're thinking it, you're just not expressing it out there. You're still on Facebook looking at it. You're getting your blood pressure up a little bit. You're getting riled. You're taking sides. Why? Why? What are you doing? What's that? Separation. Separation. Here we go again. Now we have people arguing that people that are trying to help them should have done it years ago. Oh my God. If you listen to this stuff, you're getting sucked into the absolute brilliant density trap. It's going to keep going. And they're going, yeah. Oh, look, my viewership went up. You know, mine has grown very slowly because my news is not sensational. No, I'm not going out there, trashing people and talking about conspiracy theories. And that gets a lot of attention. Why? Because even awakened people or people on the awakened path can get sucked into it. Ooh, that's a really good title. I'm going to look at that. By the way, we're trained to do that. Give you titles that are going to get you to look at it, which it should be relevant to the video. Mine are, but my whole purpose of doing that is I'm hoping I can get you to look at something different, and if you like it, you're going to stay on there. If you're not, it's not my channel. It's not for you. I'm hoping to open up, and we have to use SEO, right? Keywords that are going to rank us high and get us more views. Why? Because I want to spread peace. That's my goal. And if I can get one person, I've had you guys say, oh, I strayed and I came back and oh, my frequency went up when I watched this video, because you're never going to hear me tell you that things are bad. They're not. Density's density. It's going to happen. People are choosing it. You get to choose if you're going to be a part of that. I don't think you want, you're on my channel. I don't think you want that, do you? Listen to yourself. Are you telling somebody this is how things are? I'm sorry, people. It's global. It's global. And you are absolutely programmed according to how you've been brought up, your thinking, what you chose, where you live, your skin color, your education level, all of it. It's all programming. So when you get up and spew that this is how everything is, you're right, for you. But the ego needs other people to have it for them too. Why? Because you have to be right. I'm right. You should listen to me. I have a PhD. I'm white. I'm black. You're beautiful. So we have nothing to say. Our actions speak louder than anything. Are we helping one another? Or are we out there having to get into the garbage, shut it down? Oh, these shows on YouTube, man, they are cranking it in. They're getting tons of views, tons of views. What are you going to do? Are you going to do this? Or are you going to do this? Both of them exist in the same cosmos, the same earth, just in different dimensions. Both of them exist at the exact same time, in the exact same space, on different frequencies. The fifth dimension lives in the chaos, is not watching it, because what you focus on, you create. That's your reality. What you're believing and thinking, and that's the dormant one. Is maybe you're not on my channel spewing your crap, and it's crap. It's not helping you. It's hurting you. It doesn't hurt me. But if you, and the president, and here's how things are, and bah. Why? Why? What are we going to do? We should be talking about how we can change the world in a positive way for those who want to go down that path. Respecting those who are not choosing that path, but saying, okay, that's fine, but it's not okay if you bring that pain into other things. It's not okay to treat animals a certain way. It's not okay to treat the elderly a certain way, or anybody who's a different culture, a different color, a different education system. You know what? You can take any color, culture, and I guarantee you, for a fact, that within it, there's the same separation going on. All right, here we have a certain color, and within that, there's these people up here and these people down here, and then we have, you know, certain religions, and there's those up here. Can you look at it and just say, this is insanity? Who cares? I'm not anything. I'm not anything. I'm really not. I just happen to be in what I think is one of the most amazing countries on the planet. That's why so many people want to come here. There's opportunity here. But it's still whatever you do with it. This country's not without its faults, great ones, but we're in charge of that. What was it? It was established on some amazing things and a lot of corruption too. The founding fathers did some pretty nasty stuff. Why? Because they're just humans. It's not about a country or a color or anything else. Get off the soapbox and kick your ego to the curb and take a real close look and ask yourself if you have the disease. Round 2. Do you have the symptoms? Oops. You got to stop it in here. That's the dormant one. That's just as powerful because you're creating your reality out there through this. You don't have to say it. You don't have to argue with anybody. You are believing and thinking, worrying, anxiety. You're creating it. Quantum mechanics. Hey, July, come join me for my Conscious Manifesting Workshop. Now I have a the New Earth workshop coming out soon. It's actually an online course. It's a workshop. We actually have exercises we go through. I'm going to do that with Conscious Manifesting this July. But what I'm going to focus on in this workshop in July, Conscious Manifesting, is the mechanics behind manifesting and working on that every day. The New Earth workshop that's going to be coming out probably in July is focused on the frequency within the manifesting. So master that. Come on over for, either one. You can sign up for Conscious Manifesting now, catch the live class, and you'll get the repeat for 1 year unlimited. So you can go back and do it and do it and do it and do it over and get it right. It's not easy. We are programmed. You may not think, oh no, I'm not programmed. I just happen to believe this and, oh, by the way, grew up in that environment. Let's not kid ourselves. We're just lights. I want you to imagine something right now. I want you to imagine every light being, and it's like go time. Oh, we're all done. And I want you to imagine every person now turning into a beam of light and going up. Millions of beams of light. They no longer look like people. They just look like beams of light going off the planet. And there they go. There are no people anymore. They're just beams of light. All just beams of light. And they go off into this space out there as one big cloud of light. That's what we are. Stop seeing the differences in the separation. Lowest frequency you can go into. Do you have the symptoms? Do you have the dormant symptoms? You know if you do or not. If you do, you get to choose. What are you going to do with it? We're going heavy, and it's going to keep showing up. It's going to keep showing up. We got more to come. I told you, much more to come. This fall is going to be some other big stuff. I want to ask you to, what are you doing right now? Because I see a lot of people just going back to work and they're like, oh, okay, let's just drive our car and pollute everything again. Go to, carry out and put our crap plastic into the garbage. I'm going to ask you right now what you're doing to change this new earth. Go into this new amazing earth, no matter what happens out there, because it'll be easy to go back in, and then you're going to get your butt kicked again, spiritual butt kick, and maybe lose the job, or somebody gets sick or whatever. You go, oops, now we go back into, oh, I want to be awakened. You got to do it now. If you want to go there, you got to do it now. You got to change how you're living, how you think of money, how you think of abundance, how you give. If you're living in fear, you got to start working on it right now. And if you guys want to come over to my free workshop, we've got an amazing community of spiritual people choosing life changes on how they work and earn, getting new skills for a new earth. The kind of earth where we don't go in and do things we hate anymore. we're saying no. It takes effort. It's going to take effort. If you're ready for that, great. If you want to just go run and grab every bright, shiny thing, you're going to spend the rest of your life chasing that. And then at the end of the day, you'll realize you didn't do the work. And that's what this is all about. So come join me for my classes. You guys can go in the description. I have codes, discount codes, or if you're in my free email list, that's down there also. I give you specials and codes in there. First announcements for all kinds of stuff, tools. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. I know that you are amazing. You're unconditionally loved. You're never alone. This is temporary. It's okay. You're going to be fine. Everything's fine. It's all part of the experience. We're going to be high-fiving on the other side, and you're going to go, oh my gosh, it was so real. And I'm like, yeah, that was the purpose. We couldn't be tested unless we felt like it was real. But once you have that information and that knowledge, as real as it is, all the feelings, all the things, all the physical stuff, it's real to us. You know that's not what is. And that this is just a temporary phase of master class. Welcome to the master class, my beautiful light being. Namaste.